I was a fresh official of adulthood the day I met a jolly green eyed giant. He was vibrant and enthusiastically inclined. He was a 6 foot something nothing, with Irish flavored hair and a stare that could fool the best of all poker faces, an ace at spades and romance, whimsical meetings at the river, fall and winter when I shivered just enough to let him put his arm around me, and convince me in no time to move into his extra room for $40 a week. And it reeked, but I feigned to be anywhere but home. I should have known, I thought, just 2 months later, the first time he pushed me against a wall and it wasn't sexy, and I let me start to dissipate. My world faded into a spinning web where I lay trapped in the middle of a riddle I will never be able to crack. Lacked the confidence to never be that girl who lets a man control her. See, I'd grown older in June, but it was colder now, and I was singing to tunes on other stations. Emancipating adaptations of my enemies, my family, had me believing them against me, out to get me like mosquitoes in the summer, and I resided in hiding there with his pit bull, in cell blocks 7 and 8 of the old baseball dorms. I'll try my best to set you the scene. $350 a month and 50 square feet. Attached bathroom, no kitchen. Both rooms had a sink. Dog hair like lint on sheets unclean. It was disgusting and musty. Completely obscene. I was lacking every quality I'd been raised to present, to be in his presence and open presents with him at Christmas. My wish list consisted of twisted requests. Please buy a toilet seat and stop letting the dog defecate the shower. It takes 2 hours to get ready. Hold steady. And please don't have a child with him that could grow to be wild like this monster of a man. Boy, playing with me, his favorite new toy. I was shiny with a bright red bow the day we met, and he unwrapped me with excitement. Enticement was the look in his eyes when he studied all the features on the back of my box. Then he removed me from the plastic and played with his doll. Shiny brown hair and cinder block walls. It was appalling, the way he treated his new toy like the forgotten toy soldiers in the back of the closet who watched from the darkness, praying they would never get played with again, betrayed by a friend they once knew. I was blue when he dug his teeth into my knee, and in the middle of the night when I tried to leave and my head hit the metal pipes under the sink, I wasn't leaving. He was too big to get by. So ironic for a man who was so small inside. A child, afraid to share his toy with the world, afraid to let me shine, he ripped out my lining and chipped away at my fresh paint with his long fingernails, a snail in a turtle race. I was chasing the pace, but I was left behind. But I knew God wouldn't mind your fingerprints in my arms from when you squeezed me too hard in my mom's kitchen. He told me to listen, and even when you slammed me onto the concrete for trying to leave and threw all my possessions on the pavement, my hope never shattered. It just tattered when you threw my faith, hope, and love crosses on the sidewalk. I used chalk to outline the cyst that was your place in my heart, and I departed from you on my path to closure. I'm 5 years sober from you and anointed. Your clairvoyance and avoidance of respect for a toilet, you are the definition of a disappointment. I'm joyous, and your words are pointless because your purpose was so I could attend this appointment. Now, I speak for the voiceless, the ones with no choices, locked in the closet, the toys that stopped making noises. I was infected with poison, my batteries were dead, and I reflect my recollection to the cadence in my head. The kick beat, a pipsqueak, pounding slowly on the kick drum, sucking my thumb to the silence when his fists made my wrist numb, a fist bump to myself for being this dumb, and a moment of silence for those who never had a chance to reminisce one. Blow one last kiss to the pricks we once wished on. I'll make myself better, and change will become him. I'll change my ways, my fault I've got numb limbs, running from confidants and the healer himself. Sit your family and friends with the trophies on the shelf. From the days you had confidence and poise when you speak, let them get dusty like your rust when your intellect got weak. Your life is bleak and melancholy. Folly becomes this giant of jolly, stands tally but he's crawling like a baby for a dolly. It's a trolley ride to unfamiliar places, arms bruised with fingerprints, scratches on faces. It's wasted, the life you thought you created. Wish-wash, crisscross, take a breath before it's faded. He created you in his image of himself, and you can escape the darkness if you ask for his help. I know because I did it. I've been there. I've lived it. And if you have faith in God, you will be reminded and you'll find it at the center. His game with you sadistic, but you can be the winner. Unwind his binds on your life rope and choke his abuse out in pieces at the center of hope.